Japanese media explodes. Did Jimin BTS learn cooking just for Jungkook? Is KookMin's bond reaching a whole new level? Seoul, November 25th, 2025. Could this be the sweetest signal BTS fans have ever caught? Japanese media outlets are buzzing with speculation after Jimin, BTS's globally adored main dancer and vocalist, allegedly revealed that he's been learning to cook, and not for anyone in particular, but specifically with Jungkook in mind. Yes, you read that correctly. The idea that Jimin might be stepping into the kitchen not just to whip up meals, but to create something for Jungkook has sent the fandom into a whirlwind of speculation and excitement. Is this an innocent gesture of camaraderie between bandmates, or is it an intimate peek into a deepening bond that K-pop enthusiasts have long suspected? Fans from Tokyo to Los Angeles have been dissecting every frame of the newly surfaced clips from BTS's recent studio sessions. In these videos, Jimin can be seen carefully chopping vegetables, meticulously stirring sauces, and even tasting his creations with a concentration that seems almost ceremonious. But the twist, the part that has every ARMY fan on edge, is the occasional glance he throws toward Jungkook, his eyes lingering a moment longer than casual camaraderie would suggest. Japanese entertainment reporters have not held back, framing this interaction as a potential level up in the famed KookMin dynamic. Could Jimin's culinary dedication be a subtle, personal way of expressing affection or appreciation for his younger bandmate? The speculation isn't entirely unfounded. For years, BTS fans have cultivated intricate theories about the relationship between Jimin and Jungkook, affectionately dubbed KookMin. From playful interactions during live broadcasts to the almost telepathic synchronization seen in performances, the pair's chemistry has always sparked curiosity. Yet, the notion that Jimin would actually embark on the arduous journey of learning to cook, presumably to craft something specifically for Jungkook, adds a layer of intrigue that is both heartwarming and tantalizingly suggestive. Are we witnessing a friendship that transcends professional bounds, evolving into a bond that's almost cinematic in its subtle emotional complexity? Japanese tabloids have wasted no time in turning every action into a headline-ready moment. One article described Jimin's newfound kitchen diligence as a revelation that fans will adore, while another posed the question, is this the moment KookMin reached a new chapter in their story, one flavored with heartfelt care and unspoken connection? Social media platforms erupted almost immediately. Tweets and threads analyzing Jimin's precise hand movements, the softness of his smile, and the occasional glance at Jungkook have gone viral, generating millions of interactions within hours. ARMYs dissect every tiny detail, from the angle of Jimin's wrist while flipping a pan to the way Jungkook's eyes brighten at the sight of his bandmate's effort. Yet, amid the excitement, there's also a layer of controversy, albeit a positive one. While some fans delight in the potential romantic undertones, others caution against overinterpretation, urging that the gestures may simply reflect deep friendship and genuine care between colleagues who have spent over a decade navigating global superstardom together. However, the element of surprise, the unexpected revelation that Jimin has been secretly honing his culinary skills, fuels a wave of emotional responses, ranging from laughter to sheer awe. Why would someone of Jimin's stature invest time into cooking unless there was a deeply personal reason? And why, if not for Jungkook, would these moments carry such poignancy in the eyes of fans? The studio footage itself reads almost like a script from a heartwarming drama. Jimin can be seen stirring a pot, humming quietly, seemingly lost in the rhythm of his actions. Jungkook, ever observant, watches intently, offering occasional feedback or teasing remarks. The interplay is subtle but loaded with meaning, a playful nudge here, a shy smile there. Observers note that such interactions, while casual on the surface, are precisely the kind of gestures that signal genuine closeness in the tightly knit world of idol culture. In fact, Japanese media has speculated that these small but deliberate actions are a glimpse into the personal dynamics of BTS, moments fans rarely get to witness, yet which resonate powerfully across the fandom. What makes this revelation even more compelling is the timing. BTS is currently navigating a period of unprecedented individual and group projects, with each member expanding their creative horizons. In such a high-pressure environment, Small acts of care, like cooking a meal for a fellow member, take on amplified significance. Could Jimin's kitchen efforts be more than just an endearing anecdote? Could they represent a strategic emotional anchor within the group, a way to strengthen bonds while balancing the immense demands of international fame? Fans can't help but wonder, is this a secret message of loyalty, affection, or both? And then there's the emotional layer. The ARMY community has long celebrated Jimin for his warmth, his dedication, and his expressive personality. The idea that he would channel these qualities into cooking for Jungkook taps directly into the emotional core of fandom culture. It's a narrative that is both familiar and exhilarating. The meticulous, caring older bandmate. The younger member, subtly but clearly cherished. The unsaid moments that speak louder than any public statement. Every chop of a vegetable, every stir of the pot, is imbued with meaning. Could these kitchen scenes be the most revealing insight yet into the private bond of BTS's golden duo? Japanese entertainment commentators have gone further, framing Jimin's culinary adventure as a cultural moment. Cooking, they argue, has always been a medium through which care and affection are expressed across generations and cultures. By embracing this craft, Jimin is not merely learning a new skill. He is engaging in a symbolic act of nurturing, one that fans interpret as a direct, albeit private, message to Jungkook. The sheer romanticism of such a gesture, if indeed it is romantic, has left the fandom both breathless and buzzing with speculation. Is KookMin on the brink of a new era of publicized intimacy? Or are we witnessing the height of subtle, masterful idol communication? Social media trends amplify the drama further. Clips from the studio have been shared, reshared, slowed down, and scrutinized. ARMY fan pages post frame-by-frame analyses, highlighting the moments where Jimin's gaze lingers, where Jungkook's smile seems softer, where a seemingly mundane gesture carries enormous emotional weight. Hashtags suggesting Jimin cooks for JK and KookMin level up have skyrocketed, trending not just in South Korea and Japan, but across global platforms like Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Every subtle look and every quiet laugh is treated as evidence in a narrative that fans are piecing together, and the intensity of this scrutiny has created a media frenzy unlike any BTS-related story in recent memory. The discussion raises deeper questions about fan perception, emotional resonance, and the blurred lines between public persona and private gestures. Are we witnessing a genuine bond that goes beyond brotherhood? Or are fans projecting narratives onto moments that are inherently playful and professional? And yet, therein lies the beauty of fandom interpretation. The ambiguity allows the story to grow, to flourish, to become something larger than the moments themselves. Japanese media has skillfully amplified this ambiguity, turning a few minutes of kitchen footage into a global discussion about intimacy, care, and the nuances of K-pop relationships. In conclusion, whether one interprets Jimin's culinary endeavors as a charming display of camaraderie, a heartfelt gesture of affection, or a deliberate signal to Jungkook, one thing is indisputable. The footage has captured the imagination of millions. Fans are asking questions, speculating wildly, and experiencing emotional highs and lows in real time. Could this be the most intimate glimpse of KookMin yet? Could the seemingly simple act of learning to cook be a profound symbol of care and connection? The answers remain tantalizingly elusive, but one thing is certain. The world is watching, analyzing, and falling in love with the nuances of BTS's unspoken stories, one simmering pot at a time. As the buzz continues to grow, many fans are now dissecting the timing of Jimin's culinary journey. Could this be more than just a casual hobby picked up between schedules? Observers point out that BTS has been navigating a particularly intense period of solo and group activities, with Jungkook exploring new musical ventures and Jimin balancing performances and recordings amidst his military obligations. In such a high-pressure environment, small gestures can carry outsized significance. Cooking, after all, is not merely about food. It's an act of patience, attention, and care. And when it comes from someone as meticulous and emotionally intelligent as Jimin, it becomes a language in itself. Fans are asking, could this be Jimin's quiet way of saying, "I see you, I support you, and I care for you"? Without uttering a single word, the studio footage has become a subject of endless debate. In one segment, Jimin is seen carefully arranging ingredients while Jungkook watches, his expression alternately amused and appreciative. The subtle play of glances, the occasional smile, and the light teasing create a dynamic that is electric yet understated. Japanese media has been quick to label this heartwarming chemistry at its finest, suggesting that such moments are emblematic of a bond that is both deep and enduring. Yet, the ambiguity fuels curiosity. Is this purely platonic? Or is there an undercurrent of affection that fans have long theorized but never seen so overtly displayed? The tension lies precisely in the not knowing, the tantalizing gap between public persona and private sentiment. Online communities have erupted in response. On Twitter, thousands of fans are dissecting every second of the videos, often slowing clips to frame-by-frame analysis. TikTok creators are remixing moments where Jimin laughs or tastes his food, overlaying captions like "JK approved" and "KookMin vibe strong." Fan forums are saturated with speculation, emotional essays, and even illustrated fan art capturing the tenderness of these interactions. The phenomenon is global. Armies from Brazil to Indonesia to the United States are participating in a shared narrative that transforms a few minutes of footage into a worldwide spectacle. Every nod, glance, or gentle smile is treated as a piece of evidence, a breadcrumb on the trail of what fans hope is a blossoming KookMin closeness. But the excitement comes with a subtle tension. While many fans celebrate the potential signs of affection, there's an undercurrent of caution in the discourse. Commentators note that overinterpretation is a common pitfall in idol fandoms, where the line between public image and private interaction is razor-thin. Could this be an elaborate teasing moment between bandmates, amplified through the lens of global attention? Or is there indeed an emotional depth here that surpasses friendship? The duality of interpretation only strengthens the appeal. It keeps fans engaged, debating, and eagerly awaiting the next clue. Every public appearance, every social media post, every subtle body language becomes part of a growing puzzle. Japanese entertainment media has been particularly skillful in framing the story with suspense and intrigue. Articles frequently open with questions designed to hook readers. Did Jimin just reveal his secret method of expressing care for Jungkook? Or is BTS's most beloved duo on the verge of a publicly acknowledged new level of intimacy? By positioning the narrative as a mystery to be unraveled, the media encourages a level of emotional investment that goes beyond casual fandom. Fans don't just consume the news. They become active participants, interpreting gestures, predicting outcomes, and building a shared mythology around these fleeting yet meaningful moments. Historically, the KookMin dynamic has always been a fan favorite. From playful interactions during live streams to synchronized performances that suggest unspoken communication, their relationship has long been fertile ground for speculation. But cooking introduces a layer that is intimate in a fundamentally human way. Preparing food for someone requires time, patience, and mindfulness. The very act is a personal investment, one that suggests care without needing to verbalize it. Japanese media has seized upon this angle, portraying Jimin's efforts as a potential sign of deeper emotional resonance. Fans are captivated not just by the gestures themselves, but by the story they imply, a narrative of connection, attention, and unspoken affection unfolding quietly behind the scenes. Adding to the intrigue is the emotional nuance captured in the footage. Jimin's expressions range from concentrated focus to fleeting joy, while Jungkook's reactions alternate between amused teasing and attentive observation. Every small exchange feels deliberate yet natural, a delicate choreography of emotion that is hard to script. It's these micro moments, the brush of hands, the shared laughter, the soft smiles, that fans interpret as windows into a relationship that is at once familiar and tantalizingly private. Could these gestures signify a new chapter in KookMin's story? The question hangs in the air, unanswered, yet impossible to ignore. International media has also picked up on the phenomenon. News outlets in the US, Europe, and Southeast Asia have shared the story, emphasizing both the sweetness and the subtle controversy. Headlines abound with questions and emotional hooks. Did Jimin just cook his way into Jungkook's heart? Or BTS fans are losing it over KookMin's sweet studio moments? The story is treated as more than gossip. It's a cultural touchstone, highlighting the ways in which fan engagement, media framing, and celebrity interaction create a global narrative that transcends borders. The combination of speculation, emotional resonance, and visual storytelling makes it a perfect storm for virality.